Should you bulk or should you be cutting? That is the question. So if you've never heard of what bulking or cutting is, I'll basically explain it to you. Bulking is what you do when you eat a lot of food and you're trying to basically gain weight. The goal of that is an individual, maybe like myself, who's skinny, who wants to put on some pounds, will basically have, you know, a month or 2 months or however many months where they're going to go and they're going to eat a lot more food than normal, and they're going to bulk up. They're going to put on more muscle and fat, and that's what bulking means. Cutting is where you basically decide that you need to lose fat to get a certain type of look. So if you want to be more shredded, you want to go on a cut, and then the cutting is going to get you all leaned up and you're going to look better and you're going to feel better. So what I'm going to talk about is should you cut or should you bulk? That is the question. So it's kind of a stupid topic because if you did everything you were supposed to do, you shouldn't be bulking and you shouldn't be cutting. What this whole bulking and cutting shit leads to is people overeating when they bulk and gaining subsequently lots of fat, and that's not good for their health and it's not good for their goals. So as the weight will increase, yeah, they're going to step on the scale, they're going to see the weight number go up a little bit, but half of that or more is just going to be fat, because when you start bulking, it just leads to other excuses, you know? Somebody's going to be hanging out with a buddy, and maybe one of his buddies is going to be a smart guy and he's going to be eating healthy foods, and one of his buddies is going to be like, oh man, have some of this chocolate pie, it's really good. And he's going to be like, yeah, you know what, I want to bulk, I can eat it, I can do whatever I want. And he's going to eat it, and then, you know, he's using the bulking thing as an excuse. That's wrong, that's not how you do it, that's what's going to get you fat, that's going to ruin it for you. So that's just one example of how bulking is kind of stupid. You know, it's a freaking myth. And cutting, you know, sometimes people, you know, they just won't eat. They won't eat, and what it will do is it's going to lower a little bit of the body fat, but it's also going to lower some of their muscle, and it's going to make them look like shit. Because the last thing you want is to have fat and have no muscle, because that's going to suck. So bulking and cutting is, it's kind of like this mindset that people have, you know? They decide, okay, what my physique needs now is to put on more muscle, so I'm going to bulk. What my physique needs now is to lose a little bit of fat, so I'm going to go cutting. What you should really do is just focus on good diet, you know, good nutrition, and good workout plan. It's as simple as that. And if you do that, you're not going to have to cut, you're not going to have to bulk, you're not going to have to cut a bulk or bulk a cut. You know, I was on bodybuilding forums, bodybuilding.com forums, and this guy was like, can we cut while we bulk? Can you bulk a cut? You know, he was saying all this stupid stuff. And short story is, you know, if you have that whole bulking cutting mentality, you're probably not in the right mind frame. You're just going to waste lots of time bulking, because it's going to lead you later to want to cut and all that other stupid shit. So if you did everything right to begin with, you wouldn't have to do any of those to begin with. So there's my opinion on that. A little more info on building muscle. So when you're trying to build muscle, you definitely want to eat a little bit more than your normal amount. Now this is going to be roughly anywhere from 100 to 200 calories over how much you should be getting. So let's say you're 5'5" and your daily recommendation is somewhere around 2,500 calories, then you should be probably getting about 2,600 to 2,700 calories, you know, with the right amount of protein and the right amount of carbs and all that, to essentially put on muscle. What bulking and cutting is pretty much what you do to put on muscle. But it's weird because somebody out there decided to take something that we already do when we're exercising and trying to build muscle, and he put a stamp on it and he said, we're going to call this bulking. And then somebody else got another thing, cutting, and you know, that's where a person goes on a calorie deficit to lose a little bit of the fat, and they get a little bit hungry, you know, and they get to their goal. And I said, we're going to call that cutting. So by default, a person should already naturally be doing both of these things at the same time. You know, if they're eating healthy, and I'm not talking about, you know, just know, having a salad every now and then. I'm talking about a real healthy diet, you know, 4 to 5 good, small, healthy meals per day, you know, meals that have like, you know, 20 grams of protein and a minimum of like 40 to 80 grams carbs, and, you know, maybe 5 grams of fat, or 10 grams. And as they're eating these meals, you know, a meal like that will change a person. That will make a person lose a little bit of fat, and subsequently will also make a person gain some muscle. And it's because the meal has everything a person might need. And what society has done is it's somehow taken the whole, you know, building muscle, getting in shape, and whole bodybuilding aspect. They've taken it and they somehow dissected it into 2 separate things: cutting and bulking. They shouldn't be a separate thing. You can already do both of these things at the same time. There's some people out there that are going to tell you, your body can only really do one thing at a time, either put on muscle or lose fat or lose muscle. It's really not true. Your body can do lots of things simultaneously. It just depends on what you put your body through. So get the whole bulking and cutting mentality just out of your freaking head, because it's going to lead to fallacies. It's going to lead to you making stupid, poor choices. You know, it's not really good. I mean, I can kind of see where it came from an, you know, organizational standpoint. You know, a person wants to, for maybe 6 months or 3 months, he's going to eat a little bit over his normal, you know, calorie limit, and he's going to put on a little bit of muscle, and then whatever, he's going to get his results. You know, I can see why he'd want to do that, and then maybe the next 3 to 6 months he might want to eat a little bit less to you know, just slim up a bit. But you're really not going to need to slim up a bit if your diet is good. If your diet is good, you're going to slim up and you're going to build muscle. So the bulking and cutting, it's a freaking myth. Just get out of here. Trust me, it's a pain in the ass. So that's kind of where the whole bulking and cutting thing kind of came from. People just kind of invented it themselves. They wanted something to focus on, so there you go. It was created. But you don't need to cut and you don't need to bulk. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and tell me what kind of videos you guys want me to make. I'm making these videos specifically for you guys, so if there's a particular bodybuilding topic you guys want me to cover, go ahead. Either shoot me an email, comment on this page, let me know what you guys want to see. I want to hear from you guys. Also, I do personal training for people, so if you'd like to get personal training through the internet, or you want to do personal training and you live somewhere in Portland or any of the surrounding regions, basically I'm a trainer in Portland, Oregon. So go ahead, shoot me a message, we can meet up and I can train you. Get you in shape, get you that body you always wanted. Alright guys, take care, thanks.